Hey everyone, Chrissy here. Hope everyone's going well. I've just been trying to get some meditation in today. And James is like, "Oh, can you help me find this? And can you help me find that?" And it's like, it's not always the case that I'm the only one who gets their quiet time blown to smithereens. Sometimes, I need his help with things. But this morning I was really trying to get into some really good meditation and some really good, and it's just like, bleh. But when you love someone, you doesn't mean you don't say, "Hey, look, come on," but you know. But I did get in some extra meditation today, and yeah, it's been a long couple of weeks with my head injury and then the trouble with my blood pressure. But good news is my blood pressure is back to healthy range. And hi, Anne, how are you, darling? How you going? You've been so sick yourself, my darling. Are you on the mend? I am very much on the mend, so thank you, Apple. And present to Dr. Anne. She's been going through a tough time. And yeah. So just having a bit of a couple of bickies with a cuppa here. I'm on decaf. Not so much tea, but coffee. Anne and I had a nice long message exchange the other day. You weren't doing too well, were you, my friend? So glad to hear that you're on the mend. There is so much to look at. And I'm going to be doing some deep dives. If you have a political question, please put it up. And I will look at it. But there's so many players here to look at the moment. Now, the Republican convention's over and done with. Oh, was anyone affected by that huge outage? Company called CyberStrike, one of their updates absolutely brought so many things to a stand. What do you mean by new charges? Hi, I'm Steve. Against who? Charges against who? Hi, Bronx Sage. How are you? Things have been totally epically off the charts. Crazy. I mean, what a week or so to be having to be out of the loop. I'm going to give decks a good shuffle. There's going to be some changes next weekend. I think this place is going to look a little bit different. Bronx Sage, it's so good to see you. Scottish or money laundering. Okay. Hi, Pamela Bryant. No, thank you. I'm so sorry you've been having a tough time. Scottish or money laundering. Yeah, but charges against who? Apple. Sorry, I don't know who you're talking about. Charges against Trump or... Hi, Susan Allies. Who doesn't like what? Interesting that you mentioned JD Vance. Susan Alley said she's one of those childless cat ladies who doesn't like JD Vance. There's a and they're not necessarily childless or cat ladies either. I was watching a little thing, a story. What was it? One of the other readers they were talking about JD Vance, and I thought, oh yeah, what was the name of his book? Hillbilly Elegy, right? And they made it into a movie or mini series or something like that. And I'm thinking, what's the name of his book? Hillbilly Elegy. I was saying this to myself, and immediately I said the name of the book. This voice comes in. Well, I don't know if it's a voice or just, in my head, the words were very, very clear. All lies. Now, this entertainment purposes only. Not the story itself. Up to from a certain part, it's him. But before a certain part, it's somebody else's story. He's used somebody else's story. That's what I got. Whether or not it's true, I don't know. But all lies. Not the story, the childhood part. That's a true story, but it's not his story. That's what I'm getting. Hi, Sherry French. So this is entertainment purposes only. Was Hillbilly Elegy really J.D. Vance's story? Ooh, the pendulum says no. Will this come out? Yes. Okay. He stole somebody else's story. Anyway, that is my psychic opinion. This is entertainment purposes only. You've had a shirt made, childless cat lady against J.D. Vance. Oh my goodness. We're all doing okay. Thank you, Sherry. Did he? Middleton, Ohio. That doesn't exactly sound like the Ozarks. Mm. Hubby is having a little bit, he's been a bit finicky with his eating, demanding food but not eating it. And yeah, I'm so glad you got a break from the heat, Apple. Anyway, let's start off by looking at Kamala. I want to give Biden a rest. Lots of people have been reading on him, sending him lots of positive energy, comforting energy. I do feel he will be okay, but COVID at his age is nothing to dismiss. But let's give his energy a bit of a rest. Everyone seems to be wanting a piece of his energy for one thing or another. Hi, Kevin Loving Vibrations. Hello. Oh, I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you. I was watching you the other day with Mel. And I know you have a bit of a difference of opinion on a couple of things, and that is fine. Yeah. Wow. I was just saying that everyone wants a piece of Biden's energy at the moment. So I'm not going to do any readings on him, except to say that, yeah, I do think he will be fine. He will recover well. But just leave his energy at peace. I was, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I thought I'd start with doing a reading on Kamala. So I'm going to do, I do a 5-card cross, and then with the outcome card, I do some extra clarifications on the outcome. So 3 clarifications on the outcome. Now, and JD, it's Kevin, it is lovely to hear from you. My email is there. I would actually love to have you on my channel sometime. And if you would like to, please send me an email, and it would be absolutely wonderful to have you on my channel. Yeah. But anyway, Kamala, I got in some extra meditation this morning, and being, away for a couple of weeks. What a couple of weeks to be sidelined, honestly. But I am really good. My blood pressure's back to normal. My head is healed up. So, yeah. I fell out of bed, Kevin, and knocked the stuffing out of myself, hit my head on the corner of a thing. But anyway, Kamala Harris. Let's have a look. Wow. The first card she's got is strength. She is a core of strength. And she will continue to be so. A core of strength. And she's also one of the people who is determined that Joe will see this through. Oh, that would be great, Kevin. If you could email me at my email, which is footprinttarot@gmail.com, and just give me an idea of when you're available, maybe sometime after the Olympics. I'm really going to soak up the energy on the Olympics. So, yeah. So she's a core of strength and determination. What are some of the challenges she may face? Okay, the High Priestess, secrets, mysteries, the future as yet unrevealed. Okay, well, Silence, tenacity, wisdom, and science. Well, I feel like in this case, it's the feeling of uncertainty with people demanding that Joe drop out and things like that. Hi, Christine Barone. And it's a bit of a challenge, but she is determined to stand firm and meet this challenge. And she is determined to stand firm in her support of Joe Biden. What is some advice for her for the future? Look at the long-term view and sustainable results. Definitely. And that is what she's doing. So she should continue to do that. So she should continue to look at that long-term view, which is to, of course, this is a minor arcana, so it's not years in the future. We're looking at months, of course, to the election and beyond. Now, I have the advantage here of being in Australia. And that puts an objectivity of distance. But even in Australia, households can have different views. My hubby says he doesn't like the idea, but he thinks Trump might win. He hates the idea, but he thinks that Biden has to go. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. So, yeah. But, yeah, she should look at the longer-term view for sustainable results. She should persevere. Okay? Which is, I think, I don't think she knows any other way than persevere. What is at the base of this reading? Okay. This is interesting. It's the Death card reverse. And it's got here inertia, sleep, lethargy, petrification, and somnambulism, which is sleepiness. This is other people at the base of this reading. She is fighting back against those people who are afraid that nobody will want to vote for Joe and that they're all frozen up. And yeah, so this is the people saying Joe must go, and they're petrified, really. They're scared. But this is her fighting back. And saying, hold your horses there. I think she knows that she will end up finishing out Joe's second term as the first female president of the United States. I think she knows that. What's the outcome here? The outcome here is the Queen of Cups reversed, and it's got inner feelings, self-care, and codependency. So this is her main outcome card, saying the Queen of Cups. Take care. She will be in a position to resolve in a conflict, self-care, codependency. She knows how important it is that Joe sees this through. So she is also she's aware of that dependency, with that codependency on Joe. But she's also taking this time to, the self-care I feel is more like preparation and learning, and knowing that she will need to be in a strong place in a few years to take the reins. So the clarification here: newly formed ideas and redirecting energy. Okay. She doesn't have self-limiting beliefs, but she is great. She is going to be redirecting some energy and away from this Joe must go sort of crap. So she'll be spending some time doing that. And to me, the queens are often direct resources, whereas the king directs with how things are going. The queens are the mechanism that make them happen. And you've got the Knight of Cups. Soothing of the waters. I feel like a soothing of the waters. Offering them a panacea, I suppose, an offer, but it's not an offer to take Joe's place. It is more like she has an elixir to calm things down. And yet she's going to stand firm in challenge, and she's going to persevere. I was looking at the Knight of Cups again, and it was like, yeah, this part of the self-care that I was seeing with the reversed Queen of Cups. So she's going to continue to be a creative force, but she is going to stand firm. She is going to find a way with the Knight of Cups to smooth things over. The only reason she would put herself at the head of the ticket with somebody else's vice president is if Joe did not make it. And I will not go there because I don't think that will happen. But no, she is standing firm and she's standing strong. Vote blue down the ticket. I mean, like I said, I'm in Australia. Okay. I, of course, don't have a say in the American elections, but I do encourage you to vote blue down the ticket. If you're displeased with some of the members who have spoken out, like Adam Schiff and all that, certainly do write them a letter. But it's important that you vote for them still. But make your displeasure known and say you are on notice. If this happens again, you will not get back in, or you will not get in next time. Adam Schiff. I'm going to do 3 cards on Adam Schiff. Hi, the Psychic Dummy. The thumbs up button. Thank you. And hello to all my lovely lurkers and to everybody who watches at a later date. I do appreciate that you watch, and please leave a thumbs up. Hi, Bonnie Russell. Yeah, I don't know how the chat works the other end really. So unless you're accidentally in a private chat, put yourself in a private chat. I don't know. Yeah. Um, okay. Adam Schiff. 3 cards on Adam Schiff. What he needs to know. He's being seen as a bit reckless and impulsive. Yes, Bubba girl. And that can unsettle people. So those of you who are regular viewers know the cat must have what she must have when she must have it. So he's got to know, he should know that he's being seen as a little bit reckless, restless, unfocused and impulsive. So he's got to slow things down a bit, especially this talk of Joe leaving. I don't know if it will stop him from winning the seat, but it's really important that he does. The King of Cups. Okay. He's been getting a lot of pressure and he's not been handling it well. So what he needs to do is get himself from this state to this state. The self-compassion, inner feelings, moodiness, and emotionally manipulative. He's been getting a lot of pressure. He needs to take a little bit of time out to turn that around. Now, what will be the outcome for Adam Schiff? Will he be in the Senate? Because that's what he's running for, isn't it? The Senate? Wow. A new financial career opportunity, manifestation and abundance. So this is a good card for him. This is a good card for him, provided he does do something about this turbulence, that emotional turbulence that he's in at the moment, from pressure, from outside pressure. Turn it around. So this is sort of saying, turn it around and say, I will support our president. He's getting pressure to say he won't, but I think after when is the Democratic National Convention? Is that soon? Is that in August or September? Come on, Missy. Don't look at me like that. Well, you're not looking at me like that. You're looking away from me like that. Come on. I'm not going to put it on the side you want me to put it on because you don't rule, Mummy. Okay, we all know that's a lie. Anyway, so yeah, things should turn out well for Adam Schiff as long as he handles this and the emotional turmoil and pressure and the restlessness that's being brought about by that. Yeah, the fact that he got the Ace of Pentacles is good. It means that he probably will handle it. All pets rule us. Yes, they do. Okay. You know, all these celebrities coming out and saying that, you know, they won't do this and they won't do that. it's their careers that will be affected. It's not going to be Joe's. They just need to, for some of them, it's going to be a bit of a overdue kick in the pants about how much they think what they say actually influences people. It does influence people, but sometimes not in the way they want them to. They have the right to say what they want. If you don't agree with them, and if you don't, vote with your feet, don't go to their movies or vote with the remote. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have a look now at, hi Shelby Lisa. Tell your mum we said hello to. Now let's have a look at the other vice presidential nominee, J.D. Vance. Now, we had a quick look at the book. For those who have just joined, when I was watching, I think it may have even been Mel Sing with Kevin the other day, and somebody mentioned his book, and the words came very clearly into my head, all lies. It's somebody else's childhood. So, entertainment purposes only. Anyway, J.D. Vance. He never gives without getting something in return. This is all about giving and receiving. He likes his scales balanced. If he gives something, he wants something back to balance the scales. His challenge. Evil fatality. This is his challenge, the devil reversed. Evil fatality. Weakness, pettiness, and blindness. Here's all Trump's not quite sure. Okay. My advice to him, he's got the moon, hidden enemies, danger, calumny, darkness, terror, and deception. This is the advice. This is get ready for things that are hidden to come out, basically. This is the advice. The moon. At the base of this reading, he is really smug. He really feels like, oh, I've got it all. And he really didn't care who he trampled on or whose story he stole or anything to get there. What's the outcome for J.D. Vance? Wow. Conflict avoidance, tension release. Conflict avoidance. Is he going to drop out? Is he going to drop out of the race? Avoid all this? Just drop out and disappear rather than face everything? Wow. Conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, and winning at all cost. This is what is facing him, because he believes the end justifies the means, and it doesn't. So he's really facing defeat here. Because remember, this is a clarifier on the outcome card. It's the first clarifier. And it's second 5. Now we have the Ace of Wands. But it's reversed. So he might have emerging ideas, but there's lack of directions, there's distractions and delays. Well, yeah, that could be the fact that his wife too. And then what's the final thing? The King of Pentacles reversed. He is financially inept. His obsession with wealth and status, that's all going to be part of the downfall. I'm going to get the pendulum and just ask the question, is J.D. Vance going to drop out of the race? So I'll set the circle going. I'll set the pendulum going in its circle. Okay, now pendulum, is J.D. Vance going to drop out of the vice presidential race? It says yes. And the yes is getting stronger, but it's not super strong yet. But yes, there's a possibility he will. How will that go for Trump? Wonder if Trump will have anything to do with it. Okay, somebody wanted me to look at Jamie Raskin. I'll do 3 cards on him as well. Look. They are entitled to their opinion and what they feel is maybe best. But, yes. But these also are not the type of people to not listen to the response that they get from their constituents. Okay, Jamie Raskin. Let's have a look at him. Okay. Jamie Raskin. What he needs to know. He needs to show a bit of strength and some magnanimity. Okay? Magnanimity. Magnanimity. And just some personal courage. So he needs to overcome the pressure that's being put on him. The Queen of Wands, what he needs to do is, yes, stand up and show an independent view. So show the fire that has driven him for so many years and caused him to be such an effective member of Congress. The outcome for Jamie Raskin. Hang on. Emotionally balanced. So things will balance out with him and he will come down on Biden's side. But I think a lot of them, they're starting to quiet down now and they're like, let's convention. So does anyone know when the DNC convention is? Hi, Jennifer Barnes. The Lutheran minister who was such a star with the RNC with his Trump impression, will he face any significant criticism? If it was favourable to Trump, no. He's a non-entity. Okay. J.D. Vance's wife, will she cause dissent? She shouldn't. Or she shouldn't be an issue at all. But, of course, with these people. Hi, Ron. Hi, Gigi Pardo Lord. J.D. Vance's wife. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Somebody asked if she was going to cause dissent. She is a weakness for him. And, yes, the pettiness and the blindness of bigots, it's going to come out. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a problem too. How much does he care? But is he willing to have her pilloried just for his... I don't see him dropping out because of this. It's going to cause a lot of... It's other things that come out. And I think she's quite strong enough to handle it on her own. But, yeah, she's going to cause a bit of dissent within the MAGA ranks. But the MAGA ranks are not that... I think it's MAGA shrinking. It's MAGA shrinking. Apathy, negligence, absence, distribution, carelessness, and apathy. This is the future for MAGA. It's just like dissipating into the wind. After Trump's gone, who are they going to worship? August 19th to 22. Okay, thank you. Well, I'll have a look at that closer to the time. I'm probably just going to wrap it up in about 15 minutes. So how about I do some single card reads? I will be doing my members only live. That'll be back tomorrow. Yeah. So very much looking forward to the Olympics, to that wonderful energy. So, where's my little notebook? Here it is. Who would like a card? Okay. Let's see. So, Doctor. Okay, let's see. Pamela Bryant. Steve. Sherry French. Hi, Hagagrita. Psychic Dummy would like a card. Dr. Ann would like a card. And Psychic Dummy. It's lovely to see you, Huggy. Huggy. Susan Allies, would you like a card? If I haven't got, I've got Pamela Bryant, Dr. Ann, M. Steve 00, Sherry French, Psychic Dummy. If I haven't written your name down, please let me know. I'm just going to wrap it up at the 1 hour mark today. Next week, I am intending to be back to the full hour and a half, okay? Okay, I want a card, please, for Pamela Bryant. You've got the sun, my darling. Time of great joy and success. There's some really, really great epiphanies coming your way, like real light bulb moments. Give it up to the divine, my darling. It's got plans that work out perfectly. They may not work out as you expected, but they will work out perfectly for you, if that makes sense. So there's a really good period coming towards you, and some good things happening. So you've got Susan Allies for a card. If you want a card, and I haven't read out your name, please put up your hand, okay? Yeah, so Pamela Bryant, there's some good things coming, and plans that work out may not work out as you expected, but they'll work out as they should, perfectly for you. And look, you're going to get a few aha moments. And again, I didn't think of the person. Dr. Ann. Okay, Dr. Ann. You've got the 7 of Wands. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs, my darling. 7 of Wands. You have confidence, okay? Choose your battles wisely. Definitely to choose your battles wisely. You've been coming through a tough time, not just for yourself, but with your mum and your sister. There've been some really difficult times. Have confidence in how you go about what you do, but choose your battles wisely. There's It's just to challenge. You can challenge. There's definitely some ideas that you can and you should challenge, but choose those battles wisely, and you will triumph. And Steve, I've been off work for 2 weeks. Everything, but I'm back on Tuesday, which is good. Oh wow, Steve, you have got number 13. It's release, transformation, death cut. So the end of one journey for you and the start of another. So some changes happening, endings that lead to new beginnings. There's a few things you need to just let go of. Release your grip on a couple of things and just let things happen. It can be very hard to do, but yeah, I feel very much that this next period of your life is there for you to make whatever you want of it. Okay? It's time to loosen your hold a little bit on some things. Time to move forward on some things. Okay? And to move on. Okay. Not always easy to do, is it? It's easy for somebody sitting across the world, on the other side of the world, holding up a card to say it's, it's time to do a few things, but it's not always that easy, is it? Blessings to you, my darling. And you deserve this open space that's ahead of you. You deserve it to make whatever you want of yourself. Okay, Sherry French. You've got the Ace of Swords. You, my darling, are a diamond in the rough. It's got brilliant ideas that need refinement, okay? Sometimes I think it feels like for you it's a little bit hard to take some things on faith, that things will work out, but in this case, really do. Just believe that everything will work out, okay? And one of the things that will help with that is refining communication. Communicate clearly and concisely. And it's already really, really important here. Remain objective. Whatever this situation is, it's not the be all and end all. So you'll still be able to move on and still be able to overcome obstacles, okay? But really, really have that belief in yourself and remain objective about how important such a thing really is. Okay? Susan Alley. Oh, no, psychic dummy. Sorry. Psychic dummy first, Susan. Then psychic dummy. Okay. Psychic dummy. The 5 of Swords. Oh, there's a better way. There's a better way, psychic dummy, than thank you. Thank you, darling. Yeah, thank you. Well, I've got the 5 of Swords for you. Avoid people who lack integrity and have questionable motives. Look for an alternative. Just because it's easy doesn't mean it's the best way. So be careful how you choose to approach the situation, and just, it's a card of caution. The end doesn't always justify the mean. So avoid the questionable and stick to your own integrity. It might disappoint somebody else, but hey, they're not the one who would have to bear the outcome. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The higher way. It might take a little bit longer. There might be a couple of obstacles, but it is the better way. Yeah, there is. Yeah. You're a peach too. Don't fall into the easy way. Okay. It might take a bit longer. Stick to your integrity. It might take a bit longer and have a couple of extra obstacles, but it is the better way, and you will get a better result, and you'll be happier within yourself. Susan Allies, your card is next. You've got the Chariot, my darling. Hard work, rewards from hard work. Now, this was sort of like, not sure which way this should be. So it's going to be hard. You're going to be able to balance the priorities you have, but it is going to be hard work, because this was sort of like not sure which way it should be going. So keep your willpower. Don't let up on that. Don't let up on your determination. It could be public recognition, but even if there isn't, you'll still get rewards out of the work you're doing. But I think you need a little bit of help with balancing that so that it doesn't get out of control with all the things you're doing. Hi, ES. How are you? So, yeah, you're going to have to really focus in and keeping those priorities juggling at once. Otherwise, things could get a little bit out of hand and out of control. So focus in on keeping those balls in the air, and don't worry about the end result. I think if you worry too much about but balls you've got to keep juggling in the air are things towards the big picture. Don't worry about the minutiae. Just keep your eye on juggling the big picture items, and that'll help. You'd say I need better cards. Why is that? What's wrong with my cards? Oh, you're being cheeky, aren't you? I'm not going to draw another card for you just to get a better one. Oh, you want the sun card, do you? Well, guess what? I got no control over that. Don't worry. If you Stick to what's right. You will see the sun card at the end of this, okay? Okay. All right, you're fine with that. Do the right thing. It might take a bit longer, and it might have a couple more obstacles, but you will get to the sun there. No, I didn't know you were a Virgo. But I have a sister who's a Virgo, so I can understand that. The sun card and the world card. Yeah. Unfortunately, not everything in life runs as smoothly as we'd like. And but if you keep your integrity, make decisions from your heart, and avoid those paths which do you no credit and do no credit to those around you, things work. Honestly, it's always so easy. So I'm just going to take the easy way. But it's not always the easy way, is it? So, yeah. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to wrap it up early this week. So I will be back tomorrow morning for a members only live, and we'll see how we go from there. But again, I will be back next Saturday, and I'm aiming for the full hour and a half. Love you too, Psychic Dummy. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now. So stay strong, stay healthy, stay loving, and above all, my darling, stay laughing. Laugh every day, and if you can, laugh with a stranger. Okay?